This is a neuro conference. We have heard about this term ALS, which is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and it is a fast progressive neurodegenerative disease. The muscle or the limb, if once it is affected, slowly and gradually it is going to capture the entire body, mostly in the time span of 1 year or 2 years, and then it will make your patient, your loved one, completely bedridden. There the management starts, and there the need of support group comes. We both are caregivers. I am from Delhi, she is from Hyderabad, and my journey started when my mother got diagnosed with ALS in 2008, where we could not find even one patient of ALS. Specifically, what is ALS, we were not even aware. So hardly one patient for us, like this is our mama. So in 2 years of time, mama got completely bedridden. She was put on ventilator, and we were left with no option, and we have got the verdict, okay, now there is nothing left, now you can take her home without any hope and don't think of any life now. But my sister Satvinder Kaur, who is the founder of this group, she has had the belief that yes, this can be done, let us take a challenge of at least one day. We'll take her home, we'll take her ventilator, we set the entire home ICU. We took her home just for one day. And that one day turned into a week, then into months, then into a year. And with God's grace, we completed 8 years on ventilator with home ICU setup without the visiting of doctors and nurses at home. So that thing has actually made us feel that yes, anything is possible. And when we got connected with one patient in 2015, that is after 8 years, 7 years of our journey, where we could not find even a single patient. When one patient connected with us from some reference of hospital, we felt the need of creating some kind of communication for those patients. And there we created a group, we put all the learnings on our website, and one patient got connected in 2 months, then another one. Now I would tell you that we have connected till now in 8 years 600 patients. And we have a group of that is not exactly, I would say, a professional thing or anything which is working for some other purpose. It is purely a care and support group. We work day to day on the day-to-day challenges. Day and night, if one person messages in the WhatsApp, there are 10 patients who are sending the reply for that solution. And then for last 8 years, we are working. The prime focus is definitely care and support, but then we need to focus on the cure, the treatment, the government policy. So we are hitting on that level also. So definitely these kind of platform that we are getting right now also has actually given the due visibility of ALS. Last time also, sir has given us the opportunity to be a part of INCON 2022, where the special segment was given for ALS, neurons ki awaaz, and this time also with this award category. In this group, I would just like to share the data which is available with us based on our 600 patients, where you can easily see how the graph has been bifurcated. Mostly the city, we have the larger pool from Maharashtra, then from Delhi and major metro cities. And if you see the gender differentiation also, it is more prevalent, not much more, but yes, more prevalent in male. And there are certain things which you can already see. The one thing which is literally very little different from other parts of the world, which is the people are affecting at the age of 20 and 30 also in India. We have a lot of patients who have got the diagnosis at this age also. So there, I think there is a need of doing some kind of analysis that why it is happening, and there we need the support of each and every stakeholder for working on that part. This is our ALS community, ALS group, where you can see the happiness is there, the strength is there, but we just need to manage the things. When we say innovation in the techniques, it is not something which has come from outside. It has come from the patient families only, because they want to extend the life of the patient. When we talk about ALS is, you can say it's an incurable disease, but it is a management disease. We need to manage, and how we can manage, we can just keep on improvising on the techniques, and we can just try to emphasize on the quality of life by implementing those techniques. There are certain achievements which we have achieved with the support of our group members, which is like a family for us. And when we talk about communication, because when we say ALS, the person becomes completely bedridden. What is left in him is the mind, which is completely intact. And there we definitely need to work on the part that he should be able to communicate. I would like Bharti to take you through the actual idea, which is a winning idea, that how this has clearly given that hope to the patient that yes, I can communicate with little special, very easy way of communication.
Completely cuts off the communication of the patient, and communication is key for every human to express their feelings, to tell their emergency needs, because they also become immobile and many of them get tracheostomy. It also becomes very difficult because no voice comes out because there is no airflow in the voice box. So communication of ALS patient is very, very difficult. This winning idea is non-digital audible alert technique. Here, the CALS is Commander Harinder Singh Rawalji, and his wife is a patient. She was tracheostomy for 5 years, and they used a steel plate and a coin which was taped to her finger. Only one finger was operable, and she used to tap the steel plate so that she can call the caregiver. And this is the second idea. Here they are using the laser pen, which is attached to her eyeglasses, and she would point to the alphabets. These are all simple props available at home, very easy to use, anybody can use, and also very effective in communication. Though it will take more time, but they can communicate in detail.
It takes time, it needs patience, but at least patient can communicate.
So these are another two methods which other PALs are using. Left side we see all the tasks or the sentences which a PALs want to communicate. He got them written down on the mirror so that he can point them. Also, there is one alphabet chart for more newer commands. On the right side, we have this visual representation. It's very easy for a bedridden patient to use such charts. And here on the left side is my father, who has underwent invasive ventilation 2 years back, and he calls us using this bell like an emergency. And he also uses the alphabet chart to communicate more information, for detailed information. And on the
Hello
right,
everyone. I am really grateful for the Toby. It connects me to the world. I can surf the net and communicate with others. You should try it.
as ALS progresses, even the small movement of hand or finger will be lost, and the patient mostly can use only the eyes. So many of our patients who have undergone tracheostomy and are in the last stages, or I can say the stage where there is zero movement, they use the eye tracker, Toby eye tracker.
And I would just like to say that doesn't need any cost to attach to install the communication. My mother used to use the simple written. We used to fix it in Mama's hand in the night, and in case if she needs this, so she used to just do this and used to get alert. So it's a very simple technique that you can use because they cannot speak, they cannot say anything, and they feel so you can say helpless. So we can just think of certain ideas where they can actually express their feelings. And
The journey of ALS is very, very difficult. In last 3 years, we crossed several near-death experiences with my father's case. There were several night outs. There were several points where he was trying to communicate and we were not understanding. Still, because we are caregivers, we could make it out. It will be very difficult for a new person or new nurse to catch what he's telling. So communication is very key to ALS patients.
And as now we are standing here and we are aware of neuro rehabilitation, how it is important. We have small clip just to show that how our group members, our group families have used this rehabilitation techniques in their own journey.
I would like to say that life on ventilator is not the end. All these pals have smiling moments like this, and they watch TV. They are some of them are doing online shopping. Some of them are reading books. Some of them are doing research to find the cure, and some are even
Tax calculations also will
tax
help
calculations.
online.
They are doing stock trading, so they are busy. They are not. Though they are on ventilator, they are doing some work. They are not idle. They are useful to the society and family.
Yes, so you can see these glimpses you have just seen. They actually want to live. They are our warriors. They want to live, but we need to have those management techniques, those innovations keep on coming. And when we talk about our journey, which is of 8 years, and there are so many other patients who are living with this disease for 6 years, 7 years, and one patient was there for 10 years on ventilator. So they actually want to live. And we only think that what is making them live is the Kaizen part. That is continuous improvement. And that is what is being implemented by our group members. And we really want to have more and more patients connected with us so that they also get their complete support and this disease can be managed much more in an easy way. They are our ALS warriors. Just want to have a small video just to again show you that how this group is working day and night for this disease to manage in a better way. He is an ALS patient himself.
All the warriors, be happy, keep smiling.
This was during the lockdown, COVID time. We tried to connect with each patient. This is our actually ultimate objective goal.